So I want to show you this quick install of this wig from my store. First, I'm going to slick my hair back because I like to protect my edges and pull them as far back as possible so the glue doesn't get on it and rip them off. So I'm just going to keep brushing my edges back to make sure it's as far away as possible so that when I put on the cap, which I'm going to stretch to the max so it's as thin as possible, that way the glue again doesn't get on my edges. I'm also going to stretch the cap over my ears so that I can cut it later on, and that way it's going to just cover that area, and I can also install the wig to that part because you have hair all around, including around your ears. I mean, you know what I mean. So full disclaimer, this is an old install. I really should have glued the cap down first and spray it before I do this, but you can do either or. You know, the steps, it still works the same. Just poke a hole in the cap to make sure it goes around the ear, and that way I can know where I want to glue the cap down to install the wig. This is a 4x4 wig, bob wig from my store, SSW Merch. We have different lengths, so if you're interested, we have all different types of hair that you can purchase on the website. Next, I'm just going to take my foundation for my skin, and I'm just going to apply it to the scalp of the wig, to the lace area, to make sure it blends in with my skin when I put it on. And I'm also going to do the same thing to the cap I have on my head. So I'm placing the wig on my finger to show you how it looks. Like when my finger's on it, it just looks like scalp, which is the look that we kind of want. Once I'm done applying the foundation all over the cap, I'm just going to go ahead and add the glue. I'm not too worried about the front because I'm just going to end up cutting it off anyway, so it won't make a difference. Next, I'm going to go over the lace, being careful not to go on my edges, and start applying my glue. And as I do that, I am working it in with my fingers. You can use your fingers, your comb, whatever works for you, honestly. But I am making sure to let the glue go clear so that it really sticks. And that, you know, the white glue doesn't get on the lace because it's going to make it hard to stay down, and it's not going to look as natural as it's supposed to. You don't have to use a lot of glue, a few droplets. Once I'm done applying the glue all around the forehead and letting it clear, I am going to go ahead and set it with a hairspray. A lot of people don't do this step. It's not really necessary, but because it was my first time, I really wanted as strong a hold as possible. Just like I did with the glue, I'm going to go ahead with my spray and go all across the forehead and spray it to make sure it really holds. Next, I'm just going to go ahead with my blow dryer and blow it dry to make sure that it's really sticking and holding the cap. Some people cut the cap before they do this, but this is just my method. Getting ready to cut my lace, I pull it forward and go directly in the middle and cut it in half. You just have to be meticulous with this process so that you're not cutting yourself, one, and that you're cutting around the area where you applied the glue and the spray. I go all the way down until I get to my ears and basically cut where I cut the hole. And of course, I'm just going to repeat that to the other side. What some people like to do is they like to sew the back of it. Since I only needed this wig for like a day or two, I didn't sew the back of it. But if you're going to plan to leave your wig on for a bit longer, yeah, you can sew the back of it so it's secure. Then I just go on to cut off the excess part of the caps because I don't want it just sitting here and being weird. Next, I'm going to glue down the excess parts of the cap that's just hanging up. I'm just going to go under it and just apply some glue to bring them down. Once that's done, I go back in with my spray and my rat tail comb and just bringing it down, making it as flat as possible so it looks as natural as possible. I work in sections to make sure that everything is down where I want it to be down, and then I just go back in with my blow dryer to make sure everything is sitting where it's supposed to sit. So this is pretty obvious. I'm just gonna go ahead and just put on my wig and try to pull it forward, but I'm gonna be careful so that the lace in the front is not sticking and it's not moving the areas I've set down. So now that our wig is on, I'm just gonna try to center it because I want a middle part. Some people, you could do a side part, you could do whichever you want, but I particularly just want a middle part, so I'm just gonna center it. So once I center the wig, because it's not like a 180 wig where the lace goes all across the front of the head, I'm just going to go ahead and start pressing the sides of it because it's not even lace anyway. It's not supposed to be shown. So I'm just going to pull it forward to where I need to and kind of like start pulling it down to make it stay. And on the areas where the lace is, honestly, you don't need that much glue. Just little tidbits is fine, and then you can spread it out. But it still works fine for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and spread it, and once the glue goes clear, I'm going to start applying my lace. And you see that side part, I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit more glue, and then once it goes clear, press it down and then go ahead and blow dry it so it could stay. I'm gonna go in sections again so that I get the whole thing and every little bit is staying where it needs to. Continuing to work in sections, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some glue to the front so I can lay down the front of the lace. Again, you don't need to use that much that I use. You can just use like little droplets and then spread it out. Once, as you can see, I'm going a little bit forward away from my forehead. I'm sorry, to the front of my forehead to avoid my edges. I would rather have a badly laid wig than to, at the end of the day, have my edges all gone. But again, it's still how you apply the wig. Of course, I'm not gonna move the wig all the way towards that point, but that's pretty much where we're at. I'm just gonna let it let the glue dry clear. Once it goes clear, still working in sections, I'm going to apply pieces of the lace until I finish the whole thing. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna pull my hair back so that I can tie down the front of the lace and give it like maybe about 20. If you're not going anywhere, I would suggest leaving it for as long as possible. But you know, 30 minutes to an hour, that should be fine. So I'm just gonna pull it back even though the hair is short. It's 8 inches. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. I'm just gonna blow dry it so it stays down, and then you can go ahead and add some spray it if you want to. Then go ahead and tie it down and leave it tied down for, you know, like I said, the longer the better. So next I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry it again. You can never be too secure, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry it again so that it stays, and once that's done, I'm just gonna leave it on for a while and come back with applying the foundation to make the part look nicer and showing you guys the final result. So here we are after I've taken it off. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and style it, flat iron it, and again trace the part and put foundation, concealer in the middle to make it look more realistic. So this is what the front is looking like. As you can see, the lace is pretty undetectable. You can't really see anything. And I'm also going to add foundation to it to make it even more realistic. I wanted to show you guys different parts if you wanted to do different parts with it. Just showing you guys a little bit more of the hair. So next I'm just gonna go in with my hair wax to flatten the front, to help me flatten it and flat iron it better, and to kind of catch any strands that's not lying down. And then I'm gonna go ahead to flat iron it. So using this wand, I'm just gonna go ahead and press down on the front of the hair to kind of lie down everything and any, you know, runaway strands that's not lying down, to get it very flat and looking more natural. Now I'm gonna trace the part so it's more even and straight. I'm gonna go back in with my wax and pull it down so that the part can lay down again. Then I'm gonna apply my concealer for a skin-like effect. Next, I'm gonna go in with my hair straightening spray to go ahead and straighten the hair and kind of get the bob the way I want it to be. Straighten out the hairs a bit more. I'm gonna work in sections. I actually started in the back already, and then I'm just, you know, going as I feel like I want to do it. But I mean, I guess it depends on the style you want. You can always freestyle. Lastly, I'm just gonna go in with my foundation to blend in the lace better. I feel like I kind of made it worse, but use it at your own discretion because I feel like it wasn't showing before, now it is. But I did fix it, and I'm gonna show you guys the final look now. So my camera died and I was able to get these images with my phone. So this is the final look. Again, you can always go for a longer or shorter bob. This is what I wanted. I wanted something very, very short. I think next time I might get a 12-inch just to give me a little bit more to work with. But I really, really like the short bob. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm just trying to put all my content that I've filmed and never put out. I'm trying to put them up. And again, please like, comment, share, subscribe so you can support the channel. And I will see you guys later. Bye.